Hi, my name is Dinero Jelly, and I want to welcome you to my brand new, one-of-a-kind NetRid machine. This machine will reduce the amount of red tide in oceans all over the world. Red tide is most common among the Gulf Coast, Gulf of Maine, and California coast. Red tide is when the algae bloom Carina brevis is created. This bloom contains brevetoxins and neurotoxins which harm and kill animals. Red tide spreads due to the wind patterns and warm weather. And now to my invention. The NetRid will contain two poles made out of precast concrete, which is an eco-friendly material that will hold up a net. This net will turn clockwise to filter out the red tide and be powered by solar panels. The red tide that will be coming from the ocean will flow into the net, and as it turns, the red tide will be trapped in the middle of the net. As it makes its way around, the red tide will empty out into a ridded bucket, which will fill up with red tide. To ensure that the red tide makes it into the bucket, there will be a barrier to guide it in. Also, about 3 feet into the ocean will be a biodegradable buoy, which will disintegrate within the red tide season, which is approximately fall season to summer season, and it will eject antitoxins to prevent how much red tide goes into the NetRid machine. And connected to the ridded bucket and poles will be computer-based stems that will alert the state, city, town, or county's conservancy or wildlife organization that the bucket is full. The team will come from the conservancy or wildlife organization, take the bucket and empty it into a toxic waste bin, or take out the neurotoxins from the red tide and use it for something else, such as Botox. By using NetRid, the SDGs number 13, climate action, and number 14, life below water, will improve. By getting rid of the majority of red tide in the ocean, animals will live longer and be able to contribute to keeping our oceans alive and well. Red tide is highly dangerous to animals and humans. In 2018, 2,000 tons of deceased marine life were discovered due to red tides, and that number will only grow if we don't try to stop it. When animals ingest or inhale the neurotoxins in which red tide produces, they get poisoned and a series of side effects happens to them, such as confusion, twitches, seizures, and death. For humans, red tide can be just as dangerous. The neurotoxins from the red tide get aerosolized, and then that goes into your respiratory system, causing severe respiratory issues. And if it goes into your immune system, it can cause gastrointestinal issues. Another way red tide impacts humans is it closes down their businesses. Think, local businesses around the beach have to close when red tide happens because of the side effects it causes for humans. This leads to a downfall in their economy. And now to my invention. Again, thank you so much for tuning into my new invention, the NetRid. And remember, with NetRid, your beaches will never be closed again, and your sea animals will live a happy and healthy life. Thank you.